And now, live from Pod Cabin in Burbank, California, it's the Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend show. Tonight, Alison welcomes a guest. He's a writer of the Apple TV show Central Park and co-host of the podcast 9 Chickweed Rage. It's Jeff Drake. And she's a writer and producer of Bob's Burgers and co-creator of The Great North. It's Wendy Molyneux. Tone Zone is here to let you know that now is a really great time to sell all your barrels of oil. I'm her husband, Daniel, saying hop on board the Love Bus and say hello to your new best friend, Alison Rosen.
Alison Rosen, Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Alison, when the good times never end. Alison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Alison Rosen, Alison's your new best friend.
Hello, my little bananas. Welcome to another exciting episode of Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend. That particular carbohydrate was sent in on Patreon. Excuse me. By Ashley Jacques. Yes, I am on Patreon. As you may or may not know, Daniel and I have now committed to doing a weekly news episode. And the feedback I'm getting is that people are throwing out their newspapers and all their other sources of news, and they're just getting it straight from us because we recorded on Friday and we uploaded on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So it's breaking news. It is breaking news. Every single week we do that for now. However, if it's not a resounding success, we're yanking it away. Patreon.com/Alison Rosen is where you go for that. There's so many other things as well, including a level where you can text me and I'll text you back and you'll beg me to leave you alone. Do an annual subscription and get 2 months free, or
That's
you can just do monthly as well. Also on Substack, Alison.
Substack.
Rosen.substack.com. Okay, I am very excited to welcome to the show my good friends who have not been here in that long. It is Wendy Molyneux. Hello.
Hello. Greetings. Hello.
And her husband, Jeff Drake, who has been here more recently. Hello.
Hi.
Also joining us is my husband, Daniel.
Hi.
Now we only... I know I am not supposed to comment on how you seem at the top of the show because it puts you in your head. However, that high couldn't have been less loud.
I'm tired. By the way, Jeff brought Portos.
I know.
Yeah. I'm totally trolling you.
Only to piss me
We
off.
need to talk about that.
I noticed how the labels are pointed in my direction.
I went to Porto's and was here on time.
Unreal.
I didn't go
Did
to
you go
Porto's
last
and I was
night?
late.
No, I went on the way here.
But
like, what time did you get there?
8:20.
8:20?
Coffees last night, and then we're drinking them now. Like it's that
Alison
level.
has thoughts like
Porto's takes a minimum 6 hours.
No, not at all.
No.
And you know their cakes are so affordable.
I
I've
know.
said that
Everything
before.
is pretty cheap.
That
Yeah.
dulce de leche.
You get a whole box of pastries for $35. Take them to work. You
Look
look
who's
like a fucking hero.
disloyal. And got a haircut. Hi, Tony.
Hi. Welcome to the show.
They cut
That's
the
our
loyalty out of
slogan.
his hair.
We're better than nothing.
Wait, say here. Let me hear that again.
That's our slogan. We're better than nothing.
Who is that?
That's Eddie.
Eddie.
Oh.
It was last week, honey.
Eddie Epitone?
Yes, he was just here. He was delightful. Wait, I'm sorry to cut this part out. Are your drops low or is the sound overall low?
Must be on. I can turn them up. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they're low overall or if just I'm having. I can just turn this.
It was low for me. That's why I talked over it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I talked over your
Play a drop. Let's just make sure it's all high enough.
Let's stop the podcast and go get some cocaine. My one drop. I want that to be my legacy. If I ever die, and I don't think I will, I would like that to be played from my gravestone.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
At Hollywood Forever.
God. A gravestone with drops
Yeah.
would be amazing.
Maybe we need to keep this part in now.
I think so.
Okay.
I mean,
all right. Wait.
people want to know about drops.
Yeah.
And levels
I just
and
want to
stuff.
say
It's
something
on
while-
BTS, you know?
While we're off air, because I don't want this to be like on the record, we got a Porto's dulce de leche cake for Elliot's birthday, and it was so good. And you ate it. We ate it so fast that I think we were planning on being on the 1 cake a week plan.
I was like, we need to subscribe to this cake.
It's so good, and
Why
it's
don't
so
you
cheap.
want that to be on the air?
He was
Because my official
joking.
position is.
But
fuck
Daniel,
Porto's.
this is the problem with America. The MAGA people feel they
I'm
can't
afraid.
change their mind. you can set a great example by changing your mind about the dulce de leche cake,
The
and that'll
threats-
let people walk
The
away.
threats I will get if I'm pro Portos, I
From
can't risk
who?
it. People, I'll get doxxed by the anti Portos.
There's no anti-Portos. Everyone
me.
loves Portos.
It's me. I'll dox him. No,
I'll be doxxed by my wife.
Listen, I also.
Not risk it.
I know where you live, and I have all your personal information. I will dox
Why
it.
do you think I still live here?
I
She knows where I live.
finally memorized his social security number,
Congrats.
except for the first 3 digits. So I'll dox the
feel like-
second
I feel
5
like-
digits.
I feel like you didn't memorize it then.
Oh shit! I just lost the middle
true.
2. I know the
You know
last
what I mean?
4.
Not really,
If
yeah.
you really think
I
about it.
memorized
Can I
your
guess?
address. It's somewhere on.
I'll get it
on
eventually.
Elm
You spent
Street.
the whole
Right.
podcast me trying to guess the last 4 digits of Daniel's
Yes.
phone number.
We should do
Talk
a
about-
whole podcast series like Serial.
Yeah, where I just try to
and it's
guess
just
your
you guessing numbers.
number.
Yeah.
over and over again. That's what the people want. Also, sorry, you got the dulce de leche or the tres leche?
Translate.
Yeah, the trace
No,
leches
I
is-
was.
that
I got
is-
the dulce.
You got the
Jeez.
Wait.
like a caramel.
Yeah.
one.
That cake
The
should
tres
be
leches.
illegal.
We got the dulce de leche.
Yeah.
Because we thought that's the one that you were recommending. It's the
Oh,
tres
the trace
leche.
leches is the shit.
The tres
Oh,
leches
man.
is
We only got
amazing.
uno leche.
Oh, guys, venture out. Now you can
Yeah.
try the tres leches is definitely my favorite Porto's cake because I
I think
like
it's my
not
favorite
too
cake.
Sweet.
Period.
Yeah.
Also, it's the only type of food where you're like, yeah, now this is wet.
yeah.
Like, there's no other type of food. Like, you want chili to be like, juicy. You don't want dry chili, but you don't describe it as wet.
Yeah,
So
it's like
these
each
are
bite
tres
is like
leches
taking
cake.
a sip of milk
Sip of
with
milk.
it.
Yeah.
It's like the only
Right.
food where
It's
you're like,
soggy.
this better be wet enough.
Is it like if Gushers were a cake? I know
No.
what you mean, though. You want like a soaked sponginess in it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, listen, we take the kids to Islands, and they do order the Islands tres leches cake.
Not.
It's a sick fucking joke. You know what I mean? It's just a sick.
Don't you
joke.
hate that?
Is it just
It's
like a
like-
white cake with frosting?
It's just not. It's not.
Not
if you
moist.
had the Porto's tres leches cake, this is basically a Porto's
I
podcast
know.
now, in spite of your best efforts.
Well,
It's
that's why we're cutting all of it
incredible.
out.
You're not cut. If you cut this, I'll be so mad.
Let me
All I want
for
for my
anyone.
birthday is to promote Porto's.
At this point, I don't know that new listeners are glomming on, but for anyone who's just tuning in now, 10 minutes into the 1000 and something episode of a not very fresh podcast, but I'm keeping it fresh with this. Porto's is an institution in Burbank and Glendale, and I think they have a couple other locations. When we were house shopping, our realtor kept pointing every house. He would give us the distance from Porto.
Yes, it was crazy.
Everyone
Was his name Peter Porto?
yes. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
No relation though. That's
No
what he
relation,
said. Yeah.
just a complete
Every
random.
I mean, we'd be in like Studio City, and he'd be like, "This is how far you are from Porto's."
yeah.
Like, what?
When I worked at the Corolla show, people would. Here's the thing: they always bring in those like balls of meat and potato, which I don't think are good. I don't think. I just and I've always been disappointed by Porto's. And so Daniel and I, for a long time, have also the line at Porto's is insane. It's like it's like a Disneyland
Sometimes.
ride. It like goes out the door, and then most of the time.
Not right
No.
before I arrived here.
Yeah,
As I
evidently.
said, I went
You
here
go at the
before.
right times, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem with it is everyone tries. There's like a little stretch of there's like a 1 block, sort of east of Hollywood Way.
We don't
on,
need. You don't. It's not actually an ad for them.
on Magnolia, where that's where everybody decides they want to park. Right? They all want to park on the street there instead of all the ample parking behind Porto's.
Imagine people in a city wanting to park near the place that they're going to. How dare they?
Except nobody knows how. They just block all the traffic waiting for some Uber driver to like get out.
It's a scene and an
It's
event.
just-
However, I have been
maddening. There's
So-
enough parking.
the other day, like a month ago, I ordered it through the app, and then I
Yes.
got there, and then I wanted to add a few things to my order, and I didn't think I would be able to. But she's like, "Oh, sure." And so I was in and out very fast.
Right.
We fell in love with this cake. Like I said, I want to subscribe to the cake if they offer it on a subscription plan. But now I got to try the wet tres leches cake.
Yeah.
So I think I am coming around. But answer me this.
Okay.
If I stop hating Porto's, who am I?
Right. That's your whole personality.
Yeah.
It's my identity.
There are plenty of other things to hate.
In college, I was the girl who I had a rabbit and I hated Portos, right, Wendy?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
Those were your
known.
two
Those are my
things.
things.
I will go this far even. They opened a Crumbles cookies across the street. And I'm like,
it's definitely miles and miles away.
why would you do that? Why would you open this fucking ridiculous subpar cookie place right across from Porto's?
I have a big problem with crumble cookies.
Let's hear it.
Thank you.
It's a cake.
Yes.
It
It's
is
not
a
even a
small
cookie.
cake. A cookie should have a crispy, buttery quality. Crumbles they're fine, but they
If
are
you want a
sweet
small cake.
cakes.
They're like squashed cupcakes.
Yeah, it's a cupcake place, but they're flatter. It's fine. Like you bring them, people get a little excited because you can cut them into fourths. And at the office, people love to cut things into smaller portions and then eat them, and then make a bad joke about like that doesn't count or whatever. Fine, it's fine. You know what? Not all of us.
Do they
care
get
about
fired
jokes.
if you hear a writer make a joke like
I
that?
can't fire anyone. I've never. No.
Do you recommend that they get fired? If you
No, I don't recommend. No, but I
You just
don't
lose
want.
respect.
I wouldn't want to be around when the crumbles came down. You know,
Yeah.
I'm walking away. I don't want to
When
hear
the crumbles
joke.
crumble.
I don't want to hear the joke. But yeah, crumbles. That's my problem with crumbles. But God bless the people of crumbles. But it also feels very antiseptic in there, and I feel like bakeries should. The thing I like about Porto's, even though
messy.
it's crowded, is you do. Like, it feels like it's, like, run by people. It was, like, originally family-owned, probably still is. Like, Crumbles, it has, like, a kiosk. Like, you order on a robot screen.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't... I like bakeries because it feels like you could sit in a bakery for a while. Like, I went to Sumcrest recently, which is in Claremont, California, where Alison and I went to school.
yeah.
And I was driving back from Rancho Cucamonga, sorry, brag, and stopped at Sumcrest. And I was like, yeah, this is like, it's exactly the same as when we lived there.
Amazing.
Exactly the same kind of bakery, only it has like a second room where you can sit down.
The thing is, like, they're very expensive for one of these cookies, and it's not as good as the very cheap cookie you can get right across the street.
At where?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I want to speak to it on a related note that you can go somewhere and get a giant cupcake. That's just a cake.
Yes.
Guys, there's no such like a cupcake
Is it a Crumble
a
XL?
cake
Yes.
that is in a cup that fits in a cup, and then when they make like here's like a cupcake, but it's like
A
giant.
So
It's a
cute.
giant
So
cupcake.
whimsical. I love
But it's
it.
just a cake.
I love it. I love anything.
I love
you
when
can
they
make,
mess
then
with
you make
size.
something giant, or you
Yes.
make it small.
Yes,
like
it's
I
so
love that
cute.
it's like a croissant, like the size of like a super long croissant that you're cutting into slices for people, and everyone would be like, "Look at that big croissant!" Like you don't get a lot of delight in life.
Yes.
And when you see or a tiny croissant, oh my god, it's so tiny.
It's mini. Yeah, I love
anything
it.
you can make bigger.
Here's
small,
something I've
of a
wondered.
baked variety.
Actually,
Love it.
why don't they, in all seriousness, why don't they make a giant cupcake with cupcake dimensions?
They do?
They do.
Oh, that's literally what you're
Yeah,
saying.
And they
like
say
they
giant
put a paper
cupcake.
on it,
But
and
it's just a cake.
Oh,
Allison's eyes lit up. It's wonderful.
I hear what you're saying.
I thought you were making a joke, Jeff. I thought you were saying you can buy a cake basically like that.
There are places
Where
that'll
are
make
these?
a giant cupcake. They'll call it a giant cupcake, but it's just like it's
That
cake
is
size.
delightful.
It's just a cake.
I think I can't remember if
Is
Susie
that-
Cakes does it, but some bakeries
Isn't
do
it
Is
Well, I
that so
think
that you
it's
don't
great,
feel
and I'm
guilty
divorcing
eating a whole
Jeff.
cake?
What?
Is that so you don't feel
No,
guilty
it's so
eating?
you,
It was
like,
just a
you bring
cupcake.
it out of the party and all the kids
Yeah.
go, wow, and then you cut them a slice of cupcake.
Wait,
they love it.
Why are you divorcing Jeff this time?
Yeah.
Is it because of his feelings about pens?
No, because a giant cupcake, why are we denying people the happiness of
Yeah.
a giant fucking cupcake?
Oh, you're against it, Jeff.
He's against the giant cupcake. He's
I
saying
just think
that
it's silly to call it
stupid.
a giant cupcake when it is basically it's just a cake.
So I want to summarize.
No,
Wendy,
it's got a paper on it. It looks like somebody supersized a cupcake.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
delightful. It looks like
I just
Rick
think it's
Moranis
silly.
went nuts in his lab.
yeah.
And somebody accidentally put a cupcake under the embiggifier, and then it got bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And then there it was.
So when Jeff is upset with
looks
other
so
people
sad.
for being happy about things, that makes you mad. But when Jeff is happy about something, that makes you
yeah.
mad.
Yes, we've been together too long.
Yes. Are there any, besides this, is there anything lately that you've been enthusiastic about that has rankled Wendy?
Wait, is this the whole reason you brought us here?
Yeah, I want to hear about, was he talking about sheets or something and you said you wanted to divorce him?
Yeah, but I haven't heard anything recently.
Okay.
Oh, no, there was. Oh,
What
God.
was it?
He wouldn't stop talking about this fucking chili crunch. And he brought it up at a dinner, and I literally went, oh my God.
Is that what it is?
I don't think he heard me.
What's a chili
I was
crunch?
like, I can't
Momo
hear
fufu
about the
Yeah.
chili crunch
Crunch.
again. See,
So
now we're
good.
doing it. I didn't want to do it, but
Yeah.
we're doing it. Because he just talked about it like 7 times within my earshot within a 48-hour period. And I was like, I'm leaving the country.
You know
I
what?
don't
Though?
want to hear. I'm not saying it's not good. Again, sheets are also can be nice. But when somebody likes them too much, I'm
You know
out.
what, though, Wendy? It had a really nice mouthfeel.
Wait, that you didn't even say that.
I
It was
know.
just the tone.
What
and the way you
is-
sit up so straight to tell people about chili crunch. I just couldn't
great.
handle
It
it.
was good on
Couldn't
stuff.
handle it.
Wendy, tune out for a sec. What is chili crunch? Because I feel like I've read about, is it
We have
spicy?
some.
Is it spicy?
Yes.
Yeah.
How spicy?
Not super spicy. It's very flavorful and delicious.
They say you could put it
Wendy-
on ice cream, and I'm just not.
I'm not
Really?
interested in that.
I think they're a little crazy.
I
on
have
the label.
something to say about when people put bacon on a cupcake, because there was a period of time where everyone was going nuts with bacon on
Bacon on cupcakes.
There was
They-
like a maple cupcake with bacon on it.
Or donuts, yeah.
And I took a bite of one thinking I'm ready for a new taste sensation. It was two disparate tastes in my mouth. It was like, I can taste bacon and I can taste
Yeah,
cupcake.
I don't like
and it's
the
not
combo.
doing anything.
No.
All I'm seeing is haircut, Tony. It looks good. It looks good. But when did it happen?
All I'm seeing is haircut Tony. Here comes haircut Tony.
Is everyone?
I'm sorry.
Well,
It was getting a little long. Felt necessary.
A word of warning, so I could have adjusted.
I've never had to warn you about them before. I didn't do anything different.
I'm
You know
change
that
it.
Allison has trouble with object permanence.
She does.
I've
actually.
even the place I go is right by your house, and I've even come here directly from a haircut.
It's
before.
Porto's.
They do everything. Oh my God. Wait, can we? And I'm really burying the
was a
lead because
very
we need to
moist
catch up on some real stuff with you guys. But can we go back to you going to so the Village is the neighborhood around where Wendy and I went to school in Claremont.
Village, yeah.
So yes, now you were in Rancho Cucamonga,
Uh-huh.
but why? And then also, how was the Village?
Our oldest was in, he's in like a percussion, like drum line. They had a competition. So I went there and I brought the 3 other kids out with me. And Jeff had driven, Burbank can't afford a bus for the drum line. So the parents have to drive the kids themselves. So Jeff drove Milo out early and then I brought the others. And I was like, on the way home, we're going to a magical bakery. They could not have cared less about
I was going to
this
say,
bakery.
did they care?
No, they were terrible in line. There was a long line. Like Porto's, not unlike Porto's,
I know.
and they were nightmares in line.
I'm forgetting
So-
where I'm forgetting where some crust was.
It's
I remember Lock, Stock, and Bagel.
Some crust is like it's near that sort of like the end where the train tracks are.
Yes.
you go on one of those blocks, sort of towards
Right.
the end.
Wendy made one of my favorite jokes about the Village, but I think I brought it up to you and you don't remember. There was a store called
sure I
Carkle
don't.
Sooty.
Oh, yeah.
you remember?
I remember that there was a place called Cargill Sooty.
I think it had like
Carkle Sooty.
stationery
It
and
was like
knickknacks.
a whimsical gift store.
Yes, and then
Okay.
they opened up a Carkle Sooty too. And Wendy was like, because I couldn't get enough Sooty at the first one.
Yeah, I don't remember. You're allowed to laugh at jokes you made that you
Yes.
don't remember.
I
Right?
think it was the kind of place where you'd go in and there would be like big spools of decorative paper on the
Okay.
wall
like a
and rubber
papyrus now,
stamps.
right,
Yes.
before those were popular.
Yes.
Just because we're old.
Yeah.
Right.
Were you gonna say something, Daniel?
No,
You would have liked Carkle Sooty, I think.
I like
Do
stationery.
you love a gift
stuff.
store?
No, I like stationery.
Oh.
He also likes art supplies. So it didn't have enough of all that.
Sounds like
It is
Paper
what-
Source.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
It probably had like Mary Ingle-Bright cards and
Yes.
things like that,
sure.
cutesy.
It was
A little
cutesy.
witch who's like, not today.
Carkle Sooty.
It's just stuff like that.
I thought Carkle Sooty was going to be like.
Fine that I'm buying it.
I thought Carkle Sooty was going to be like menswear for short guys.
Oh.
No, that's fun
like
too.
suit-y? Like a small suit? See, I'd like that.
That's cute. No, it was exactly what Wendy said. Sassy witches, cards,
That blanket
paper.
that had like a sun and moon on it.
So funny you say that because
I
I
have.
Don't
had
we have
that.
one?
I did too.
Do we still have it? I had
feel
two of
we
them.
have
They
a
were
blanket
available
with-
at Pier 1 Imports, and Pier 1 Imports was always pretty affordable. So
Yeah.
a lot of college students had that blanket.
I still have my Pier 1 Imports furniture. I've hung on to it. I didn't
Yeah.
get it in college, but I've hung on to it for so long. I had that tapestry. I had two of them. One had the zodiac, which I've never been into, and then one had the sun and the moon. And I saw one of them. I saw the sun and moon recently on Instagram, and I was like, oh my God, I had forgotten that we all had that. I didn't
Yeah.
know I still had it, Daniel.
I don't know if we do or if I've just seen that so many times I assume we have one.
Yeah.
We may not have one.
All right, so
Carkle Sudi.
you
I
got,
just had to
it's
say
so
it.
it's that has a good mouthfeel.
It really does.
I quit the pod.
You
One
guys
of my least favorite
have-
Genesis songs.
2 dogs
We have 2 dogs.
Yes.
and some news with your youngest son.
Yes.
Fill
the
us in.
reason we probably haven't been here in a while is our youngest child was unfortunately diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in November, and it kind of really takes over your life. And you have to, it's like round the clock kind of medical care and monitoring. So like, I feel like you even asked us like, oh, could you record the pod on the weekend? And we're like, we can't both come.
Right.
One of us has to. You have to become like a specialist nurse. Basically, in like, I'm not kidding. We got admitted to Children's on like a Monday morning / afternoon, and then we were home by Tuesday night. And you are expected, basically. I think a lot of people have to stay longer because they catch it later. If you catch it later frequently, your child will wind up in the ICU because not because of anything you've done, but because once the real disease hits, it can develop for months, years, weeks, whatever. But once it actually hits, you are quite likely to wind up in the ICU by the time you figure it out. Because, and I think it's part of the reason we want to talk about it is if anybody's listening, you might be able to, like we did, we happen to have a niece who also has it. So we kind of knew quickly when he started exhibiting symptoms that it was likely. So we got him to the doctor quite early.
Yeah, my friend
yeah.
who's our age was diagnosed when he was 16. He
Yeah.
had a really bad flu and then he went into a coma.
Yes, that can happen. So the symptoms are basically, and you don't have to be super alarmed if your kid is super hungry for one day or needs to pee a lot for one afternoon. You know what I mean? Like it could be, sure, but like you need to like just, the symptoms basically are the reason it's hard for people to spot is because it could be a lot of things. It's a lot of thirst, like very thirsty. Like they want juice and water all day in
Like,
a way that
is it insatiable?
it's insatiable by the time it gets to where they would need to go to the hospital. But that is one that I do feel he probably was asking for more liquids, but he always loved to drink a lot of water and juice. So I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, by
If he
itself,
did,
it didn't seem.
that wasn't
Yeah.
that. And then another one, this is what my sister noticed about her daughter. She was eating constantly and she was rail thin, losing weight. And that's the same thing. Sorry to be weird, but like Nick Jonas is a type 1 diabetic and he got diagnosed at 13. And apparently one of his brothers called their parents and was like, something's wrong with Nick. He looks like a skeleton, not knowing what it could be. So that's another sign.
So was Cosmo losing weight?
He had lost a little bit. His big one was, and I don't want to like get in the way of his privacy, but I can just say the symptom, which is peeing constantly because your body is full of sugar at that point. Like, because type 1 is very different from type 2. Type 2, although no one should shame anyone for having type 2, there's really strong genetic component for type 2, in addition to the lifestyle factors that everybody gets publicized and shamed for and really shouldn't, because you could live the same lifestyle, but you don't have a genetic predisposition for type 2. But type 1 is not lifestyle related. Your immune system turns on your pancreas, attacks your pancreas suddenly, and it kills off the beta cells that make insulin. And so you will never be able to make enough insulin again. And it used to be a death sentence. Before 1921, it was a death sentence for everyone who bought it. And then they discovered insulin, like replacement insulin hormone. And so anyone who's type 1 will be on insulin for their whole life. They're insulin dependent and there's nothing they did to cause it. There's nothing they can do to fix it. Currently, there's like promising things towards a cure, but there's nothing they can do. So if you hear of someone with type 1, you definitely don't want to be like, well, because they ate a bunch of
Ate too
sugar.
much donuts,
and it's like,
yeah.
no, it's an autoimmune disease and it strikes mostly children and some adults. So yeah, so once we knew the symptoms, we got to the hospital earlier than a lot of people do because again, it must be genetic.
So you were
in our
seeing
generation of kids because my niece has it too.
So you were seeing peeing,
Yeah.
thirst, hunger.
The only thing that got us in was the peeing, because a lot of times what it'll present as in kids is suddenly your kid will wet the bed, which doesn't mean, there can be a lot of reasons,
Right.
But it's good to know that, so you don't start going like, oh, my child has a psychological problem, I'm taking them to the psychiatrist, and meanwhile their sugars are going up, and they're going to wind up in the NICU. So it's literally a simple finger prick test. So if you've seen, for us, it was like a full week of what the hell, like he's getting up at night and going. And then I spent a day with him and he was going every 30 minutes, which was so unusual. He wasn't drinking. He was drinking a lot, but not that much. And I mean, we knew before we took him.
Yeah.
Was he commenting on it at all? Was he like,
No, he knew that it was weird. Like he didn't make it to the potty one time, and he's only 6, so he
that happens? Yeah,
like an older kid might start to notice something's weird with me, but he didn't feel bad. And we got there, we didn't like. That's why we were in and out of the hospital so quickly, is because we had some familiarity with it, so we'd had some training how to care for it and all that. So
yeah, he like a lot of kids, like I think there are a lot of kids like this who are like, the minute they have to go to the bathroom, they announce it to everybody, like, I gotta pee or I gotta poop. And
That's
Cosmo had always been like that. And so like it did, like Wendy brought up, she was like, does it seem like he's peeing a lot? And I hadn't really noticed it when she asked that. And then I started to notice, like, he was like announcing that, like, at least once an hour.
Yeah.
And, so, I mean, I took him I was like, hey, called our doctor and was like, hey, can we just get a blood sugar test real quick? And it was so high that it just registered as high.
Yeah.
So you took him to the doctor before before Children's Hospital.
Pediatrician first, but you will be admitted to the hospital that day. If your kid has type 1, you will get admitted to the hospital that day, because there's so much training and they need to bring it down immediately. It's always an emergency. Basically, it's just what level of emergency is it? So a lot of people might wind up in there for a week or two, even if it's they've already been, they're already, like you're saying, in a coma, or it's gotten so high that it's going to take a few days to bring it back down, because you can't like just flood with insulin right away. They need to like take an approach, and so but Children's Hospital was good, and the training was good. It's just a lot. It's like, it's very depressing at first. It's very upsetting, and so because it's for life. There's no way out of it. So it's like, not only is it like, oh, as parents you're dealing with it, but you are eventually going to have to hand it off to your kid, and they're going to have to
get up to speed
take
too.
care of it eventually for themselves. So it's just sad. Like, you can do anything. Like, there were I think 4 people in the Winter Olympics with type 1 diabetes. Like, it is very manageable now. It's like, back in the day, you had to prick your fingers 10 times a day and just take insulin and cross your fingers. Now you wear a continuous glucose monitor, and that technology is really good. We have like the Dexcom G7. Shout out Dexcom G7. And then this insulin pump called an Omnipod. But first, you have to do shots because they need you to know how to do it if you had to do
to know the mechanics of it.
So you have to do that for a few months, which we did. And then they transition you to the pump, which you can operate with an app on your phone. But you still have to change, like, his thing is called an Omnipod. You change it every 3 days.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's nice to not do like what, close to like half a dozen shots a day.
Do you do them
he
in
had
the abdomen?
gotten.
Well, we only did 3 usually, just each meal, basically. Yeah. But then we had to do basal insulin, and sometimes they need something called a correction where the insulin didn't match the number of carbs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was anywhere from like 4 to 6 shots a day, I guess.
Yeah. And so, you don't like, I mean, I'm just so grateful for the technology, because I think like before smartphones, like they wouldn't have had the glucose monitors, right?
I hate smartphones, but you're suddenly like, oh, I love smartphones. Smartphones are the best. And your kid has to get a phone.
Yeah.
So that's the other weird thing.
And the other kids are like, why does he get an iPhone? It's like, well, I think the question really is, why does he get diabetes?
He has to
That's
have a
really the
chronic
question.
But
I mean, I can't even imagine, like, it's already nerve-wracking enough to just sit here and look at the app and see when his blood sugar, like he's at school and has a drop, and then to like call the nurse, and to like to be remote to that, to like think about people who like would just send their kid off and have no idea
Yeah.
for the length of school.
Yeah.
I
Or at
can't imagine.
nighttime. Nighttime's always been a really hard time for diabetics. But now, like, we got this thing called a sugar pixel, and it does a thing where it does a unique alarm every time there's a low or a high to wake you up. Because your brain gets used to think how you can sleep through your iPhone alarm in the morning because
Yeah.
it's the same sound. It makes a different sound every time
random
the
noises.
novelty, basically the novelty is meant to wake you up.
Oh God.
So it's like very
jarring.
it's jarring, but it's so useful. Like,
What
there's
kind
so
of
many
Aztec
things right
scream
now? Yeah, and then like, but
It's like
just
the Us 3
random
festival.
tones.
yeah, but it's incredible
across like a
because you think
2-octave
about
span.
yeah, you think about like parents. Even literally in the 90s, you were still just going to bed. Like the
Right.
glucose monitors have only been around for, I don't know, like 10 or 15 years or something.
Yeah.
Like they're new.
Knowing I'm going to sleep and I might be woken up by some random sound. Like, are you guys able to sleep well?
Yes, because compared to at first you have to get up every 90 minutes to 3 hours.
Yeah.
And
To
check the
look
numbers.
at the number on
Oh.
your phone and possibly sneak into your child's room with a shot and give them a shot in the middle of the night.
Oh, my
so
God.
this is like, it's like I do see the wisdom because it's like you do the worst, hardest things first, and then you get the relative comfort of, okay, we're not doing shots. Like we can go out to eat now, and all we have to do is estimate the amount of carbs he's about to eat and stick it in a phone. And the pod itself delivers the insulin. Before we had to bring a big kit. Like we had made a big Tupperware that had all the supplies in it. And like we were at like, the Urbane Cafe by the Vons, or where is it? It's by the
By the Smart and
Menchie's,
Final,
Smart and
yeah.
Final. Like we went there and I was like, oh, I really like this place because it's just seating area in the back where no one's seated and we could sit and like in a dignified way. I gave him a shot because like we weren't going out to eat unless we had to, sort of, because it was like I usually had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And give him a shot. And it's like the bathroom could be pretty gross. You know what I mean? And I was like, I don't want to do a medical procedure in a gross bathroom. So
Yeah.
the pod is really helpful. So
Is the shot in the abdomen?
you could do them in the back of the arms. You can do them in the abdomen. You can do them on the butt, or you could do them in the like pinch the thigh kind of
Yeah.
area. So anywhere there's like subcutaneous fat, because it's just the shots were like subcutaneous fat.
Was he
Where
cool
they're
about
supposed
the
to go.
shots?
Not at first, and then he got used to them. He was
Yeah.
very brave.
Poor little guy.
But he had a really hard time at first. It was very terrifying.
The thing that delivers the insulin now.
Yeah.
So is it attached to his body and it's like has a needle in his body?
It's not an actual needle. It's a thing called a cannula, which is just like
Not
it's
sharp. Yeah.
It's like a little tube, basically. That
Does it stay inside him all the time?
Yes, but
Yes.
I believe a needle delivers it. I think how these things work, including the CGM, is the continuous glucose monitor. The technology is the cannula, or the little fiber that senses the blood sugar, is inside of a insertion device that goes and then like pulls out. And you're left with the thing that's still in, but it gets delivered quickly by a
Right.
sharp object, and then the sharp object goes. But I'd have to look
Does it
at how the
does it
Omnipod
hurt
does
him
but
when it like
a
does
little.
it's a little bit of a pinch.
Yeah, it's more the anticipation.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
for kids. That's what's really hard is like every 3 days we have to be like, okay, it's pod change.
Oh, and is that's the pinch?
It's the anticipation
Yeah.
of it, and also getting the adhesive off is
Yeah.
a little bit of, we've developed some methods that I think are useful. It's like you just learn fast because
Right.
it's like you don't have any choice. You literally have no choice.
I actually
Well, I know Cosmo has it bad, but Owen sometimes has to get off the couch.
Oh no.
And so
We have a GoFundMe.
We kind of have
Yeah.
it. We kind of have
I'll
it just as
contribute.
bad.
Thoughts and
Yeah.
prayers.
That's
regarding adhesive, there's a product that I actually mentioned. It's these little. You might have already be up to speed on these adhesive removers.
yeah.
Remove is what I
Unisolve?
use.
Oh, you use
I think
Remove?
it's called Remove, but it might be Unisolve
Ours
Remove.
is called Unisolve, but I would like to try some other ones because, like, his skin is so sensitive. That's what makes it difficult.
Yeah.
He's like always itchy and red, and
I mean, the one it comes in a little each. They're individually wrapped,
Yeah.
and it's like orange and something. Is that what yours looks like? I think
Yeah.
it might be Unisolve Remove. There's also a
Yeah.
liquid Goo Gone, but so I have hormone patches, so I need it. The Goo Gone works, but it takes longer. The Remove I find is like pretty fast.
Yeah, the Udissolve is like a chemical.
Yes,
solvent.
it's very strong.
It gets
But it works.
off.
I have pretty sensitive skin though, and it doesn't irritate my skin too
Okay.
bad. So
The weird thing is we haven't tried this yet, but I bought it. They say you can use Flonase topically.
yes, I do that.
You do?
I do that before I put on my patch.
Yeah, because it's a steroid and it
Yeah.
reduces the inflammation.
For me, I was finding when I put the patch on, it itched. So then I heard on TikTok use Flonase, and I do
I
that.
think it's
Yeah.
Yeah, we
done
haven't
it yet,
used.
but
We
have
haven't
it.
tried it yet. But
Yeah, it
we
works
have the
surprisingly
Flonase.
well, and it smells so much better than the remover. So wait, now how does this relate to dogs?
Well, because I think we're able to talk about it in a calm way now, but it's very all this was very upsetting,
Yeah.
and he had a really hard time in the hospital, and it was, it's really, that's the thing. You feel sort of in the middle when you're there, because you're like, oh, this is really hard. It's really upsetting. And then you think also, oh my gosh, there's people in this hospital who would give anything for their child to have a manageable condition. So that's how I think you can keep as David Huntsberger always says, keep your mind in the middle or whatever, about it is like, I think that's why we're able to get to a calm place about it is it's awful and it fucking sucks, but it's also like there are people in the world who would trade.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't say that from like lucky, I mean, it's like you have to think like, okay, well, we can't break down and not function, and you have to like teach your child to function and
they're going to be looking
have
to
some
you guys
optimism about
for
like
how to feel about it.
I have something treatable. Everybody, has struggles or whatever, but also at the same time, it was sad and hard. I mean, he's such a happy. You guys know him. He's like a happy-go-lucky kid. He just loves everybody. Like his teacher said that she can pair him with anyone in class because he will be nice to everyone. And so it's like life doesn't hand out punishments and rewards, but the only thing he could think of for Christmas that he was interested in was a wiener dog. And so, every other dog we've had like hasn't been a specific type of dog or anything. So we found a lady who had a bunch of wiener dogs, and Santa talked to her.
Oh.
And
Yes.
got
That's
us
nice of
some
him.
dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also read online that it was easier to have 2 wiener dogs than 1 because they tire each other out. So we actually wound up with 2 wiener dogs that are great. I liked the wiener dogs.
They're
good
really
dogs.
they like reading online. Like you could, I guess, a lot of wiener dogs are like super like yappy.
I've heard that. Yeah.
And they're actually very compared to Ginger, our late dog,
Our
who
dog
we
passed.
love Ginger, but boy, she barked at everybody.
Was she part wiener dog?
I don't think so.
No, I mean she was part everything. I kind of think,
Yeah.
but yeah. So they're very sweet. They're very quiet. I mean they
Quiet
chew
puppies, wow.
literally
Yeah.
everything.
How old are they?
Almost 15 weeks.
Oh, so they're still teeny
Yeah.
tiny. Oh.
But they've gotten hefty pretty quick.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh,
they
they're
were like
twice the size
They
they
were
were.
like you could hold them just in your hand, and now you have to really like hoist them like
Mm-hmm.
the balls under your arms.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know how to go down the stairs. They gotta go up, and you're not supposed to let them go up and down stairs on their own. Wiener
Right.
dogs have bad backs,
Yeah.
I guess, because they're
Yeah.
so stretched out. So you're supposed to like mostly pick them up and carry them up and down stairs,
Like the princesses that they are.
It's 2 girls.
It's two
Yeah.
girls.
What are
get
their
one-
names?
Well, Cosmo picked out our child who has diabetes. I feel like I need to get like not make that his whole identity, but he loved Ginger so much, and he decided to name one of the dogs after her and name her Gingerbread.
That's so sweet.
So it's very sweet. And then he came up with some names for the other one that like no one was into. So we were like, maybe we all name the other one? And then they wanted to name it something like intimidating because wiener dogs are cute. So they decided on, I think as a family, we decided on Jaws, like the show.
Because they had been watching Jaws a lot. And then what sold them on it was I was like, well, you could name it after you could name her after what they called the shark on Jaws on set. You could name her Bruce. And they're like, no. And then but they were still interested in like the Jaws thing. And we looked up and like had that shark in Jaws been real, it would have been a female shark. And they were like, "Oh, really?" And so then they agreed to Jaws.
Yeah.
So there's
and
Jaws.
gingerbread.
And they at first Jaws was easier. She had darker. I feel like they're both sort of fading to the same color, and they look. I mean, they're sisters, so like they look almost identical. But I'm really sad because she had kind of a widow's peak at first, but that faded.
Wow.
So it's
So if Jaws had been a real shark, she would have been female.
I guess so.
yeah.
What does that mean?
Like
Just-
that,
Or like
that
why?
profile of shark
Oh.
that would have attacked people and been there. Like
Yeah, like I guess sort of like a lioness is the hunter in the pack versus
Oh.
the male. So
Got it. He's a real cuck.
Yeah, that's the takeaway. Yes.
he worked at her mate works at an office.
The Lion King is a
different
cuck.
movie.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that was our big news. Bad news
Yeah.
was that, but the dogs are good news.
They're very,
Very
sweet.
sweet.
They're very
Likes
funny.
dogs.
When I heard you were getting not one but two, I was like, oh my God. That is a lot of puppy at
But
once.
it
It's
is
so
true.
exciting
They,
though.
they like wear each other out.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't have time to run them around as much
Mm-hmm.
as they run each other around and wrestle constantly. So it's like, yeah, it's actually good. It was actually good advice.
Yeah.
It's like they won't settle down until they're night owls. They prefer not to actually go to sleep until like closer to like 11:30. And if you try to put them into their pen in our room before then they like sort of agitate to get out. And so, but what I'll do is I'll just take them, thankful that there are two, because I can just take them in the backyard. I can't just put them in the backyard because then they'll just stare through the door at me like, why are we out here? But if I go sit in the backyard, I don't have to do anything. I just have to be back there. They will eventually just like
Zip around.
chase each other around for
that's
like
so cute.
10 minutes.
That's
and
so
and then it's like, okay, now we can go to sleep.
Now, this would be a good draw for the Patreon. Patreon is dog pictures. So
Yes, please.
yeah, well, you
please
can lure people.
send
only people on Patreon.
patreon.com /Alison Rosen Wiener
I
dog
was thinking-
pictures gingerbread and
I was
Jaws.
thinking about your stairs issue with the dogs. You know how they used to have those little elevators for like kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
What do they call
A
those?
dumbwaiter.
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 Oh,
Yeah.
we should
Have
get
like a
dog
little one
waiter.
for the dog.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah, we
amazing.
should pull them up and down.
How
for them.
cute.
Mm-hmm.
What
Kids
were
would
some
love
of
that.
the names that you didn't like that Cosmo wanted for the other dog?
Well, I don't
only
know.
remember
One of them was Delilah, and I really don't. Isn't that a train song?
No, it's the Plain White Tees.
Okay, well, whoever it is.
Same.
I'm not.
Are you friends with those guys?
I do know those guys.
You do know
Okay,
those
I'm
guys?
sorry.
No, I don't
I
care.
don't. It's not my kind of music.
That's
I didn't
fine.
Want the
I
dog
don't
to be
care.
I didn't want to think about the song.
Don't take
Hey,
it personally,
Delilah.
Tony. God.
Stop
I'm sorry, can you
worrying.
even-
Oh my God, Tony's out of his chair. Oh my!
Is it-
Tony's strangling me. Tony's strangling me.
I don't think you're hearing me correctly. You're probably just seeing haircut Tony. I'm sorry.
I
changed his personality.
If this dog is named Delilah, I will literally have that song stuck in my head
Yes.
24/7, and then I will go insane.
I'm haunted by that song. It keeps. I went into the grocery store, like it was playing at the grocery store, and then I went to go to the bank. It played at the bank. I'm like, what? Why this
following
song?
you.
of
It's
all
great, and
songs?
that is a over 20-year-old song. Now.
I
How
know.
crazy is that?
Yeah.
I actually don't mind that song. I guess I should name a dog Delilah.
But if it
Well-
was
Yeah.
always in your head,
It
you
would
might-
bother me.
When you're
Right.
talking
I don't
about
like
when you were
it.
talking about drops earlier, all I could think of was Train Drops of Jupiter. So
That's right.
our oldest son was looking around. He's started to play bass now, and he was looking around at guitars, and he found you can get a guitar signed by all the guys in Train, and it's like a Fender Squier, and he's like, it's only $375. I'm like, that's just the cost of the guitar. Like they all signed it, and it's still just $375.
Actually, a little less.
yeah, it's
A
$370.
little less.
Any idea how to get this writing off
Yeah.
of here? 'Cause,
It comes with a solvent.
Yeah.
but I was just like, that is so sad.
Yeah.
Every one of them signed it.
I know there's such a punchline. They're probably rich though too, right? So they can sit
Oh,
around
sure.
and be like,
Oh,
"I'm
yeah.
so rich. Make fun of me. That's fine."
Wait, Are they the ones
maybe.
who are doing? No, there was a band that was doing a show on a train. But
Yeah,
what
Smash
band
Mouth.
was that?
That was Smash Mouth, yes.
What? So what is Train known for? Drops of Jupiter.
Drops of Jupiter.
Meet Virginia.
Yeah,
Wears
Meet
high heels
Virginia.
when she exercises, and every time I hear that, I'm like, he doesn't. She doesn't. And even if she did, that's not cool. It's not quirky. It's not fun.
No, it's like-
what do you mean she wears high heels when she exercises?
Somebody who wrote that
Looks
has
like
never met a
pump,
woman.
Feels like a sneaker.
It's very.
What is that?
I don't
Easy
know.
Spirit?
Oh yeah, Easy
can't.
Spirit. Remember the commercial where they played basketball in high
Yeah,
heels?
see? That's what he's referencing.
Virginia.
But
That's
he's not.
Virginia.
He's just.
It's like RFK Jr. exercising in jeans
Oh, that is so disturbing.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Too.
in between doing bumps off of a dirty toilet seat, I guess.
Yeah.
I really don't like him. I know that's.
I don't know.
controversial.
You know what's crazy is that like there's a measles outbreak happening in 2 states and no one's
Yeah.
talking about
No, it's
it.
more than
Because
2
we're
states.
also
Is it
in a
more than 2 now?
war. So like,
Yeah.
and there's a child molester in the presidency.
Yeah. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah,
Uh,
what to focus on?
Yeah.
Probably the band Train.
Train.
That's
Honestly,
as good a topic as any.
Yeah.
It's safe.
Yeah.
So I saw you looking at those cards on the table. I
Yeah.
have been forcing people to enjoy these cards that I bought
That's
on
the best kind of enjoyment.
on
Forced enjoyment.
on TikTok. It's a 90s nostalgia card. It might say game, but yes, 90s nostalgia card game. Okay, we'll do one.
Okay.
Let's see. Who am I?
All right.
Now, there's a number of clues here, and I don't know if I'm supposed to read them
think
one.
You read one and you guess.
Okay.
I think you
just,
started
Okay, wait.
This at
thinking-
trivia.
Yeah.
I just want to clear up that right when you said, "Who am I?" I thought that this is the easiest game. Like I know who you are. You invited me on your podcast. So but I'm glad it's
well,
not that.
I would like to hear you say it.
Andrea. I want to say Andrea.
I had a coworker who always called me Andrea, and he introduced me to John Cameron Mitchell. Is that his name? John Mitchell Cameron. The guy who wrote.
Cameron.
It was for the movie Short Bus. The guy who wrote Hedwig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John- I think it's John Cameron Mitchell. I think that's
Yeah, who I was going to interview. He's like, "Oh, let me introduce you to him. This is Andrea." God damn it! And I actually emailed him, and I'm like, I forget how I put it, but the most diplomatic way of saying my name is Alison. And he was like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. The lack of AC must be getting to my head or something. So it's hot." And then he called me Andrea again. And I was like, well,
Oh,
I give up.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I tried. Okay. Who am I? I am an athlete.
Oh, I know this one. Oral Hershiser.
Oh, that's a great one.
No.
I'm Michael Jordan.
This is the 90s now.
No.
Okay.
Anyone else want to guess? Because I'm going to move on to the next one.
Bo Jackson.
No.
Oh, that's a good guess.
You don't have to guess if you want me to.
Mary Lou Retton.
Oh, that's 80s.
good.
But I played with the Lakers most of my career.
Magic Johnson.
That's right.
Kobe. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
let's do another one because
Okay, yeah,
I just
yeah.
love this game. Pretty soon, the podcast is just going to be plain taboo on
That's
air.
fine.
I feel like Magic's in 80s though too, right?
Yeah, 80s
Yeah.
and 90s.
This is a
Yeah,
little
he
bit-
was done by like early 90s,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
The
Maybe
Chili
technically.
Peppers wrote a song about him. That's one of the clues.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Those same ones.
Probably
Yes.
they're huge Laker fans, so probably.
But I don't remember a song about Magic Johnson, and I knew.
Are they
their-
from California?
Let me tell you something
hard
about the
to
Chili
say.
Peppers because I read the book.
what book?
Kiedis wrote a book.
Oh,
You
yeah.
read that?
It is highly entertaining.
There's
wait,
also some real fucked up stuff in there that's
Right,
like,
didn't
why is he not
date
in
a
more?
15-year-old?
He-
Shouldn't he be in jail?
Yeah, I
we
think
cancel
it
him?
might have been younger than that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Yeah.
and he has a
like-
young girlfriend now again.
But this
Like
is
30 years
underage.
younger.
That
Yeah.
he tells, a
Wait,
vivid story.
What was
Oh,
going on
jeez.
in your lives that you both read this book that I'm only now
I feel like when
learning?
it came out, everyone was talking about
It was
it.
a-
Yeah, I like
You
remember
music
it?
biographies.
Yeah,
so.
but his life is crazy. Like
Yeah.
when he was a kid, he had a babysitter who's like a famous
It's been too long since I've read it.
like
Ted
someone-
Bundy.
Oral Hershiser.
No, it's like completely bizarre. It's like Mick Jagger was his baby. I mean, it's like someone like super
Yeah.
famous. Yeah, he's had a crazy life, and they were like mentored by George Clinton, and there's like
It's supposedly Cher.
Cher. Yeah,
Cher babysat?
Cher was his.
Yeah, it's a
nanny or
sideline.
something.
Sure.
Yes.
I don't
A
know.
few extra bucks here and there.
Yeah.
It's just like it's neat to read biographies of people who are basically completely
And
alien to you.
detailing
like
cars.
every single detail of his life is foreign to my experience.
Yeah.
You know?
But you didn't date a 14-year-old, so that's good.
I didn't date anyone until I
and
was
date,
well
you can't
into
say
my.
date. That's like a kidnapping.
Yeah.
Like any date
Well,
with a 14-year-old is
it's-
a kidnapping.
I didn't date
I don't think it was a
14-year-olds when I was
dating
14.
story. It was more of a hookup story.
Okay.
That's also
Yeah.
And
there's
then
a word for that too.
If I remember correctly,
Yeah.
it happens. Then he finds out how old she is, but then does it again.
Was it like a
How is
groupie
that
thing?
not evidence
I'm
in
not.
a trial?
I don't.
I
I'm not
because this
defending
came
it.
out-
I'm just.
I think the book came out
No, you're
before
defending
people. Before the
Very before Me Too.
Before Me Too, and he just got grandfathered in.
There were still laws. There were
Yeah,
laws
I know.
before
Mhm.
Me Too. And they're still not enforcing them. So
Wendy, do you feel like you know every book that Jeff has read? Because you don't? Okay. Well, that's a healthy boundary. Boundary. Because I am sitting here like, how did I not know you read this book?
Why would you know that?
I don't know. I feel like it would have come up.
I mean, I'm not talking about Ketis very often, am I?
No, but I
No.
do feel like it came up the other night.
this, Ketis that.
It came up the other
Mumbling about in your
night.
sleep.
I think so. Because this is the second time I've heard this babysitting thing.
I know because I've been trying to remember and I don't want to look it up. But thank you, Tony, for looking.
All
it up.
right. So what am I?
Oh, wow.
I am a song.
Oh, you are.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
No.
under
no,
the bridge.
I know this one. I know this one. You ought to know.
No. Good guess, though.
I can't remember the name of it, but whatever the hit by the band Silverchair was.
Tomorrow.
Oh,
That was the first.
Okay, all right.
No. I saw Silverchair play.
Australia's Nirvana.
Daniel Johns. I was number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 14 weeks.
Bop.
No.
End of the road.
I'm going to keep
Oh,
going.
wait.
90s.
No, I want to guess.
Okay.
You can't deny me my guess.
I'm sorry.
Legally. My lawyer is coming. Okay. 90s and 14 weeks at number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Jeremy?
No. Great guess.
Is it a Mariah Carey song?
No.
I'm going to go with, is it a Smashing Pumpkins song?
No.
Okay.
That's too cool. It's probably something terrible. Okay,
Yeah,
next
it's
clue.
got to be more pop.
My
I'm guessing.
my band has never had another hit. Excuse me. Let me read this again. My band has never had another song hit the U.S. charts.
Oh, so they're foreign. A foreign band.
Not necessarily. They might just be a one-hit wonder.
Is it an Oasis song?
No.
Today.
14 weeks.
So it's a foreign.
It sounds like, but I have, like, you know.
Oh, right. Like it could be.
Oh, it's
a bigger solo
Is this
artist.
a who am I or a what am I?
So what am I?
Oh, okay.
But it's the
So
song. We're guessing the song.
Yeah,
right?
the name of the song.
Okay.
The song is called Uh-oh, Here Comes My Baby.
That's it. That's my guess too.
Here she comes. There goes my baby. There she goes. Here comes my baby. She's walking towards me. Now she's
So-
walking away. Oh, she was not really here for that long.
I remember
Not
that
the
So
song.
nostalgic.
No.
I feel
Every-
like I'm back
14
in the 90s.
weeks.
That song also always pops up when I'm at the
Soundtrack
grocery
of
store.
college.
She's at the party and she's not at the
It's
party.
not.
Same damn time. There goes my baby. Here comes my baby.
It's also why your dog didn't get named Baby. Because
Yeah.
that would have been in
Is
your
it-
head all
yeah.
the time.
It's
Is
not-
it a rock song or a pop song?
Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to answer that.
Okay,
but
so
it's not rock.
It's
you
not
make the rules, babe. You're like Benjamin Button.
It's not.
It's
No
not
rules to this
spider
thing.
webs then.
No.
No, they had a lot of.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Songs.
Here's another
I call them
clue.
top songs.
Top songs.
Top songs.
My lyrics are about a new army recruit's girlfriend.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
is it Toy Soldier?
No, by Martika.
Yeah.
That's
No.
80s.
Here
Yeah,
comes my
that's
soldier, and there goes.
Martika from Kids Incorporated?
Yeah.
Okay, it's about what? Say it again.
My lyrics are about a new army recruit's girlfriend. This next clue is a good one.
Yeah, that
The
clue
next
sucks.
one.
Because that one was
Recruit's
terrible.
Girlfriend.
Seems like it should be
Oh,
easy.
I
but
know. It was it was Army Recruit Girlfriend.
Yep.
By the Navy Boys.
How does that one go?
Oh yeah, it goes like this. I just
Here comes my girlfriend. I'm in the army.
I just got in the army. Oh, what a shame. Because I just got a girlfriend. And here is her name. It's the name that will win this game. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
How's that one?
I inspired a dance craze.
Oh, hey,
Macarena?
Yes. Yes.
Los
That's
Del
about
Rio.
an army recruit's girlfriend.
Tony, can you look up the lyrics? I didn't even know there were lyrics.
What?
What?
I didn't even know there were lyrics.
Oh
yeah.
It's like give your body happiness. Is that what it is?
To me, it's just Macarena over and over
Yeah, I
again.
mean,
like
it's all
that?
Spanish.
Oh, well, maybe that's not going to help us then.
Yeah.
Cosmo has, for a short period of time, when it was his turn to pick a song in the car, was like, wanted to hear Who Let the Dogs Out. And I realized that, like, other than the chorus, I was like, if I had just heard any of the verses of this song, I'd be like, what is this song? I've never. It's so fun. Like, it was just so crazy. I was like, I have never heard the verses, and I know
there are some like yippee-i-os in it or something like that.
it's nuts. It's nuts.
So we had the privilege this weekend of going to
Hanging out with the Baja Men.
Yes, at our son's school, they have a musical,
A big show every year.
and they do They do it 4 times. They do so that everybody can see it because it's a small auditorium. And anyway, there was one, and it is long.
It's like
People, it is
2
like-
hours and 40 minutes. It's,
Oh yeah, the
It is
talent
almost-
show at our
Yeah.
2 of our kids' school is easily 2 hours 40 minutes.
It is crazy. And so
They do a good job, but it is long.
So they do The Gambler. They do a bunch of songs. It's like they just do tons of songs, and they did The Gambler
Kenny
at
Rogers?
one point. They do Kenny Rogers, The Gambler.
Okay.
And let me tell you, most of these not very good. I mean, I'm just going to be real with you. These kids, there's about a month between when the kids first are introduced to the number they're going to do and the performance. So they do their best. There are some kids with talent. A lot of kids without any talent, but that's okay. They try
not a
this.
school for
They try
stage
that.
children.
They try, and that's
Not
what
for
matters.
stage children.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
But they're not very good. And it's okay. It's okay. So they do The Gambler, and I was gobsmacked, I tell you, because for the first time in my entire life, I realized there's deeper meaning to the fucking Gambler.
You thought it was about cards?
I thought this whole time I thought this was a song about poker.
Are you serious?
It's about life and love.
I literally never realized that there was deeper meaning. I just thought.
I mean,
this is
I'll be honest. I've never given it a thought.
The
so-
Gambler is
From the-
staring out the fucking train,
From
getting
the
wistful
mouths
with
of
it,
babes.
and he just starts giving life advice. This isn't like Kenny Rogers giving you advice on how to play poker. I thought it was like I thought the song was like, this is how you play poker. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. You got to hit on a fucking this. You got to whatever. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Because that's
it's
what you
about
do in
he's giving
poker.
advice to a guy who's down on his luck. He's like, listen, pal, you got to know when to hold them. About your life.
Yeah. Don't count your money when you're sitting
This
at the table.
story,
Look,
this
it's time
story
for
did not
counting
go the direction
after
I
you're
was
dead.
expecting.
So I would like to
Neither.
thank the third graders
Probably, yeah.
for finally letting me
Start
know what
crying
this
a
song
little
was
bit?
about. I
Did you cry?
was crying because my butt hurt because these are wooden seats. And let me tell you, those of us with bony butts
Yeah.
do not do well. I'm going to get a BBL just to sit in the auditorium of the school.
As much as he's complaining, so they let you buy 4 tickets in advance if you're the family of a performer, and then they open it up to everyone. So you can choose how you want to do it. So I bought like 1 ticket for Friday night, and then 2 tickets for Saturday day, and then 1 for Sunday. And we were figuring out how we're going to do this. So Daniel went on Friday night. So then when so he had already seen it. By the time you see it, you've already seen it a number of times, like streaming and various ways. But so Daniel, at one point, I was looking at my phone and Daniel taps me and he goes, "You're going to want to lock in."
Well, because what'll happen
There's a very talented 5th grader coming up.
Well, because what'll happen is, again, no, I don't mean they tried their hardest. And God bless these children. They're all creations of God. I don't know what they say.
I don't know
So there's
either.
there's one number where there's 5 girls, and there's 4 girls who start one after the other, and it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Some more fine than others. And then the 5th girl starts, and it's like, oh my God, this girl
Star.
can sing.
Yeah.
And she's
Voice
just
of an angel.
casually just having this talent and belting it. Do we hear from her again? No. Never again. Never again shall we hear the one talented singer in this group. Like,
It's very democratic. They each get a
like
line.
it's just like everyone gets a shot, and you know what? That's great. But if it were up to me, we'd bury the other ones in the back of the stage, bring the talented
I thought
ones
you were going to say
forward.
bury them in the ground. I thought you were like, let's get rid of them.
I don't know. So,
There, Cosmo did a show once, and I'm not gonna call it out, but like there was a point in it. It was all based on like things that were based on the Wizard of Oz. So there was a lot. So there was Wicked, there's the Wizard of Oz, there was the Wiz, and there was a full in the second half of it. There was a full like 10 minutes that was just. Because it was a show for the kids to do, but there was like a full 10 minutes that was just adults singing.
It was more than
Why?
10 minutes, and it was
Wh-
throughout the evening.
It was just like,
Were parents
Correct
part of
you.
it?
Instructors. I don't want to. That's why we're not going to call this out.
Okay.
But it was.
it was weird.
When I say one of the most shocking moments of my life was being at this, and this show was in excess of 3 hours. Oh
my God.
So it was really long, and the instructors did. I feel like I'm whispering, but this is going to be a podcast.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Could everyone listening to this please not repeat this?
this is
Don't
blacked
repeat it.
out in Burbank, so they won't hear it.
Everyone listening to this, don't repeat this. The instructors did solos. And I didn't know what to make of it.
And a duet between instructors.
If I hadn't been sitting there for 2.5 hours, the pathos of it would have transported me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are in Hollywood. They were talented people. It might be that they never get a chance to perform. But when parents have been sitting for 2.5 hours, it is
lot.
past all the kids' bedtimes. You simply cannot, as an adult, choose to do a solo. You just can't. You cannot do it. And it was... I was so thrown that it was almost like I was mad a little, but like beyond mad into some sort of state that you could, it's like the reverse of Nirvana or something where like you accept it, but you also know it's upsetting.
Yeah.
It was,
We were both
very-
like, what's happening?
it was so unexpected, and I did not get wind of it ahead of time.
No, and it
So
kept
the,
going.
The
Like,
shock and surprise of
What
adults
song were they
doing
doing, unless you don't want to
lots
say?
of different songs.
Okay.
I don't want
A
to
medley.
say. I think we've
Lots.
already said too much
Yeah,
identifying
probably.
information. And listen, I am very grateful to these adults. They do a nice thing for the kids, but you can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
You just it's like in the Tim Robinson sketch where they skip lunch and he eats the hot dog. And then at the end he's like, you can't skip lunch, you just can't. And it's like, you just can't. You just can't do. I just found myself thinking you can't do something.
It's just shocking to me how these things, I don't know at the school you go to, if they do the performances repeatedly. But
and this was not school, just to
Oh,
say.
okay.
Yeah.
It just takes over for us. This thing just takes over your
Oh
life.
yeah, this was
Like
yeah.
the week up to it, they have rehearsals every single day.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
there's the
Oh, yeah.
dress rehearsal, then full
Yeah.
performances. All parents are required to volunteer, and they send like a
Yeah.
strongly worded email. Reminder, the agreement you made is that you will volunteer, which I didn't really, honestly, volunteering was better than sitting through it, the whole thing again, because at least I didn't have to sit in a hard wooden seat. But it just, and as you're saying, like past bedtime. And last year, Elliot began crying. He broke down at some point on Saturday. This year, there were no tears. He was much better
great.
equipped for it emotionally.
Yeah.
But we went out to dinner last night with another family that was in it, and all the parents, and because I was feeling guilty that I felt this way until it was confirmed by every single parent. Like, I'm so glad this is over.
Oh man.
Right, it's so good. Like the one at our school
was
is
so-
amazing.
yes,
It's so
exactly.
good, and they actually literally get every kid who wants to perform gets to perform.
Yeah.
It is insane. It's awesome, but it is stressful. So by the time you're done, you are. But that's how adult life is too.
Yes.
Like you're like, I really want to go on that trip. You go on your trip, and you're like, I'm so glad I'm home.
Yes.
Even though you say saved up.
Yeah.
And you were so excited. And
Totally.
you actually did all the tourist things
Yeah.
you wanted to do. You are still glad it's
Yes.
over. That's like life.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
life.
I am super. And one of your friends wrote part of the show or wrote the show, which we can talk about after. I am so grateful that they do this. It's awesome.
Yes.
I'm
also
blown
glad
away
it's over.
by the amount of work that some parents
Put
put
into
into
it.
this,
Yeah.
and so I
They
am.
write it like all year.
I'm
or
not
something.
critical at all of any of that because I would never do that kind of work. I'm just saying a little more Elliot Quantz, please.
Yeah. And that one girl who can sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple in there that are like legit talents. I'm not saying give them the whole show, but like,
Half of it.
yeah,
You know what I need to talk about? In addition to refreshing the show, let's refresh your space and make your home work better for you with WAYFAIR. As people who are paying attention know, one of my New Year's resolutions was to have my house work for me, not against me. I love WAYFAIR. Every single rug we have in our house, purchased at WAYFAIR. Just go onto WAYFAIR, and then they have amazing search and filtering tools. You can say, I want this style or I want this color. But what I like to do is just type in rugs and then look at through 2,000 results. It's just my way of doing it. But when I finally get tired of that, and when I really want to dial it in, and I'm like blue and white, that's usually what I look at, or gray and white, or whatever, because I'm a colorful person, then it really dials it in. We just got a new runner in the hallway by the kids' room. It is kind of my favorite thing that's happened this year. And by the way, they don't just have rugs. They have couches. They have beds. Our bed is from WAYFAIR. They have organization. They have decoration. They have everything you need to refresh your home for spring. Find furniture, decor, and essentials that fit your unique style and budget. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's wayfair.com, WAYFAIR.com. WAYFAIR, every style, every home. Okay, let us do just me or everyone.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. Is it just me or everyone?
All right, I have one that was sent in. Seth Eisenberg says, in my opinion, Tony is the toughest regular to make audibly laugh. So whenever I hear him chuckle, I make a mental note that the joke was funny enough to be Tony certified.
Oh,
Just him or everyone.
Tony certified laugh.
Wow.
And we got a chuckle.
Yeah.
No, that
the
comment
pressure was
Tony.
on.
Wow.
Yeah,
it really was.
Life.
I know.
Yeah.
You did it. I think that's just you. No, there might be other people. I don't think of you as a tough laugh.
Yeah.
I think of you as like an easy laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. All you're going to hear is haircut. So
That's all I hear. That's all I see.
yeah, all right.
What's your shirt say? Haircut?
D2 right.
D2 Roy.
Alison has no idea what that's a reference to. Does
Is it-
anyone? If it Daniel should.
D2
That means it's sports if Daniel
No,
should.
it's from
Okay.
Detroiters.
Oh, I was going to say Detroiters, but I don't remember it from Detroiters.
It was a T-shirt they were trying to sell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Wait, what's Detroiters? Remind me.
Tim
Tim Robinson and Sam Richardson.
Which, by the way, it is my
great.
life's goal to get them to make a movie.
Yeah,
I
it's so
want a
good.
Detroiters movie.
Oh, that would
Oh, it's
be
a TV
great.
show?
Yeah.
I
There's
need to see
2
this.
seasons on Comedy Central.
I
There's-
also
great.
need to see. There's a new movie that Magnolia is putting out.
Has put out, yeah.
Has put out. What's
Napa
it called?
Boys.
Yes, I want to see Napa. Paul Rust is
Oh,
in it.
that's
And
supposed to be
Oh,
really
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
yeah.
And I have another. Well, now this is going to turn into a movie recommend instead of talking about Tony's
Okay.
laughter.
It's
It's quite all
I'll
right.
do it.
Yeah,
at
let's
the
hear
end.
it. Okay,
you want
do
to hear it?
I want to
Okay,
hear it.
I just saw it last night in like an early thing. The movie Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass, which is David Wayne as the director.
Oh, I
and
love him.
He and Ken Marino wrote it.
We-
It is so funny.
I think we might have picked that one up. I'm not sure.
Magnolia, not
think so.
Daniel and me.
Oh yeah, Magnolia. We were in it. We were in the mix.
Sony Classics. Got it.
Did they?
Yes.
Oh.
It's coming out via Sony Classics, I think.
Email your
Sorry.
company, let them know.
But I will say,
I know I knew we were trying to get it. There's another movie with Olivia Wilde that had a similar title.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Where it's
That-
like about 4 friends, and they
Yeah,
like
so
have
those were at the same time
Yes.
around Sundance. So I get it. I forgot which
Did
one.
you guys pick up the wrong movie?
No.
I'm sure there's a lot of good, but I swear it starts off funny, and then around the middle, it just goes into a different gear where I was literally, and my friend Jody came with me, and we were just laughing like at every second that it was happening. And it was like, it's like the kind of movie I miss of just like, oh, this just exists to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just, but there's story to keep you going. It's not just
The premise is
of gags,
hilarious.
but it is. The whole thing is just wall to wall, and the comedic performance of the year, a little kid called John Slattery from Mad Men. I'm not kidding. It is his bits, and it is. I was laughing so fucking hard.
Celebrity sex
but I
pass.
can't wait to see it.
You should go to the movies to see it, and not just because I work in entertainment, so I'm invested in that, but it was because it was like a larger crowd. And so it was like the gags like built on themselves in terms of hearing everyone else laugh and enjoy. And I was like, I miss that. Like all these things we don't like, because you still go for big action movies and stuff, but the comedies, you sort of forget how fun it is to experience thinking something's very funny with a larger group of people. It was really fun. I am recommending.
That experience you're talking about. I was just thinking about that recently, about having seen the classic movie Casablanca. In a theater, it's
the laugh. There are jokes.
You don't realize how funny a movie it is until you see it with like an audience. It's a really fun experience to see in a theater, and I kind of wish I had seen the new Naked Gun movie that way.
Same. I was bummed I missed the theater experience.
Yeah, because I think that experience you're talking about is like really.
You know what's going to be cool is one day there will be my thing with Apple's like VR is they should just have a version of it that's just IMAX. None of the other fucking computing shit. It's just $1,500. You get an IMAX theater in your living room.
I don't think I want it though. I don't want to do things alone.
But have it be virtual with other people also watching the movie so that you can have those communal like laugh experiences with, that for movies that aren't in theaters anymore.
But while also making your face sweaty. So like that's
getting a headache.
In the IMAX, where I also saw, I've been going to movies early lately, just from random friends or whatever. Project Hail Mary or Hail Mary Project, I can never remember. Also incredible.
Is that Ryan Gosling? Because
Yeah,
you were
it
posting
is.
about
And
a
it's
Ryan
like,
Gosling
of course,
movie.
it's a huge movie. It doesn't. You don't need it. But I do think it's like you can. It's like you can take your kids.
Is
It
it
reminds
out
me
yet?
of like no, it's not out yet.
Yeah.
But I got to go, and it was like. It's like a Star Wars or it's just like one of those things. Like definitely, if you have kids, you can take your kids. Like it's so.
That's one of those where the book has been recommended to me for so long.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be as good as it is.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? Because it's like it's already so promotable.
Yeah.
It's going to make a bunch of money. It's like everything they did in it was like they didn't use any green screen, so it's like you feel like you can touch everything, which is what I miss from like movies when we were younger too. You felt like you could touch the props, and that is, you can't. You're not there. How would you touch those props? But you feel like
It'd be weird
can.
if you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But those are my movie. Sorry.
Thank you.
I hijacked.
Wendy's movie picks. Boy, my singing was terrible. Someone else, you guys sing Wendy's movie picks, and we'll turn it into a thing.
Can you guys harmonize?
Since when are we your monkeys?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
what
sorry.
the fuck?
Could you please?
I didn't know who she was
Tony
talking
doesn't
to.
even
She
laugh.
didn't make eye
He's not
contact.
going to sing.
Yeah.
She didn't
He
make
doesn't
eye
for
even
free.
laugh at jokes per Seth Eisenberg.
Yeah. Okay. No, really.
Oh, now she.
Yeah.
Now she.
You guys were both in bands.
Yeah.
I'm making intense eye contact. Wendy, you get in there too. I need a little ditty, a Wendy's movie picks ditty. Here we go.
Wendy's movie picks today. It's just Jeremy, but Wendy's movie picks.
It was good. Wendy, do you want to get in there?
Not really.
Tony?
Pass.
I was upset by the whole thing. Now, but that should be the whole lead-in.
Yeah.
Everything that just got said
Yep.
is the lead-in. And now I'll do my
Ending
movie
with
picks.
pass.
Ending with
Oh,
pass.
that's good. That's great. Let's do that.
I could just do pick or pass. Those are my only two.
Yeah. Did you guys have
Pass. Get the fuck out of here. That was Scott Rudin. That was a story. A girl I was dating, her roommate was his assistant, and the story was like he had read a script and really wanted to pitch it to him because he thought it was great, and he didn't want to take the meeting, and finally he was like fine, and he got like one sentence in. I think the sentence was like, a man and a woman get married. He was like, pass, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Does anyone have it, just me or everyone?
Uh,
I don't think
yeah,
I
I
do.
do.
sure.
Let's hear
Tony,
it.
you go.
I like fried chicken of any sort. I like ketchup, but I do not like them together, and I get pissed off when I see other people do it, and I don't know why.
What about a chicken
Huh.
nugget and ketchup like my
No,
son eats?
get outta
No. Okay.
Pass.
Interesting. So no ketchup on your chicken products.
Mm-mm.
Interesting. Okay.
We need Tony to be standing over him when that begins to happen. He just get
It does. I hadn't thought about it, but like other than like a McDonald's chicken nugget, which I would do barbecue sauce instead of ketchup 100 times. But like I don't know that I would ever put ketchup on.
Yeah, I
fried
don't know why
chicken.
it grosses me out. It
I get
really
it.
like
I
actually
get it.
kind of grosses me out, even though I like both things.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm opposed to nuggets and ketchup. Feel like if with kids, that's a
Yeah, I get
I
a
also
kid
think there's
doing
so
it.
many superior sauces to
Yes,
ketchup
exactly.
that you're also like, am I wasting my time on this earth with ketchup when I
Right.
could be having a spicy sauce?
I after the kids go to bed, their food will still be there, and I turn into a raccoon essentially, and so I will eat ketchup on a nugget because it's
Sure,
there,
of course,
and
yeah.
it's fine.
Oh, you know what would taste really good on chicken? Chili crunch.
How's the mouth feel?
Oh, so good. Depends on the chicken. Speaking of, I just came up with one based on piggybacking off of Tony's.
Yes.
I love a good fried chicken sandwich. Hot chicken. It doesn't have to be a hot chicken, but that's good too.
Mm-hmm.
My personal belief on a chicken sandwich: the best a chicken sandwich can be, B+.
No.
Oh,
Have you
interesting.
ever been really hungry and had like a good chicken sandwich? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's
I
say
love a
for
chicken sandwich.
instance that you like went on an airplane. It was a long flight. You didn't really eat, and maybe you had a few drinks. A chicken sandwich would be the perfect food. Like if you're really hungry,
Well,
a
if you're
chicken
drunk.
sandwich is the perfect food.
So
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with eating when you're drunk.
Nope.
I would have agreed
Recommend.
with you, Jeff. I have never been ecstatic or even excited about a chicken sandwich. But then recently, I tasted the Shake Shack chicken sandwich. I would give it higher than a B+. It's very good.
Because,
surprise, but my expectations are very low for a chicken sandwich.
Like when people like were going so crazy about like Chick-fil-A and they were like,
No.
I'm like
Yeah,
torn
it's fine.
because of their politics. I'm like, their chicken is just fine.
It's fine.
like it's I don't know why people are making
Why
a
do-
big
I think it's the
fucking
sauces.
deal
I
about
don't
it.
either.
Even I heard that, and so like I got it. I'm like, even the sauces. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I
Right.
don't get it. I don't
it's not that
get
they're
it.
I-
good
I
sauces.
do
it's that
actually
there are a
really
lot
like
of different sauces.
Do you? Okay.
I do.
It's just me.
No. I know. I've heard a lot of people say
That's
like
me
it's
or
just
everyone.
fine, but yeah.
My theory about their sauces, though, was challenged by this. Now it's new to our community restaurant called Raisin Cane's, which
I also think is overrated.
which is
don't
really
like Raisin
popular.
Cane's.
All they serve is fucking chicken fingers, one sauce.
I know. And
Uh-huh.
the sauce is
Raisin
not
cane
spicy
sauce?
enough. I get
And
very
what the
resentful when my
fuck?
food isn't
Why?
spicy enough.
Dave's
Yeah.
hot chicken is better.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would
Dave's
agree.
hot
Yes,
chicken's better.
way
And Raisin
better.
Cane's has a powderiness to the coating.
Yeah. I
And
don't
Get it.
again,
I do not get it.
the sauce, it's not like it. In this day and age, when we're
Right.
all trying to eat more spice.
You cook. Wait, everybody.
Just me or
Chili
everyone?
crunch.
Trying to eat more
let her
spice.
cook.
Love spice. One of your sauces should be spicy. It should
Yes.
upset your mouth.
Yes.
Like you need an upsetting sauce. Like
Thank
Also-
'cause you're going to Howlin' Rays where you can kill yourself with a piece of chicken, basically. Then you're going to Raisin Cane's and they're like, here's some mayonnaise with some red stuff in it. No.
But I hate. I'm
flavor.
I hate the like because I think isn't it just called like the cane sauce or something
Yeah.
like that? That's what. That's
And
what.
there's no
stop,
raisins in it.
Stop calling the things just the
So
whatever
crazy.
sauce because like I don't know what that is.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
No.
explain
Yes.
it to me.
Yes,
What
like
is
I'm
this?
5 or 45.
You should say,
Right.
I want,
It's a
I want
sad-
the
I'm older
quant
than that,
sauce.
but-
Oh, you don't know what that is?
Oh wait, tell them about the
I
situation
don't
with
want
the.
the quant sauce.
Talk to your
What's
wife.
wrong with the quant? No, tell
I
them.
don't want
I
it.
know.
You should
I-
have it.
Yeah.
Tell them
She
about.
hates it.
Tell them about
Yeah.
the conversation you have with the family.
Oh, so at one of the shows, I was seated next to his family, and then afterwards, the mom and I were, talking about, oh, that was your son, and she was asking I thought she was asking what my son's name was, And I was like, Elliot Quantz. And then she asked again, like, what are your names? And I was like, well, we're Quantz. Like, I thought she was asking, like, our family name. And so then afterward, as she's leaving, she's like very uncomfortable. And I think it's because she's trying to remember my name. She's like, okay, bye, Quantz. Nice to meet you, Quantz. And I realized, she was asking my name, and I thought she was asking my family name.
So she thinks his name is Quantz.
So she thinks my name is Quantz.
great. I
Now,
love that.
funny thing,
Quantz.
there is a woman in my extended family whose mother was a Quantz, but because she got married, she changed her name, and they named her daughter Quantz as a first name.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a woman out there with that first name, and
Ah.
I always thought that was really.
And now
I don't
This
think
woman
that's
thinks
a
there's
good first name, but
man
God
out
bless
there.
her.
with that first name. Okay. Hey, go fuck yourself.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Wendy has one.
Oh, I mean, I was just going like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do have one. I just would like to like a hey, go fuck yourself to like society and where we're at. Not okay. Here's my thing. Okay, so this is what started me on this is that there was like an ad, like not an ad. There was an article about like this, like these right wing bro type guys who have like some kind of app that like shames you for watching pornography. Did you guys follow this story? At all?
No.
Shames them.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is like here's my it's not. This is not about that app or that pornography, like whatever. But it's or about whether to watch pornography or not. It's just that it just seems like now anything that comes up, there's only two positions or whatever, and none of them have any fucking nuance. Because it was like, okay, so your only two positions now are like everything in porn is fine. I'm pro, or I'm a like right wing douchebag who's against it for. Maybe some reasons that are sort of valid, but like it's like just like there's these two opposing
Literally
positions,
everything.
neither of which are probably correct. We're no longer alone
Yeah.
in the middle, and I just like I don't know why that particular thing made me feel like I just wanted to not participate in society anymore.
God,
I was like, I don't want to have the discussion because it feels like it's like black or white. Either
Yeah.
you're
Wendy,
pro or you're against.
I've
And
been
I was just
thinking
like,
the
I
same
don't know,
thing.
there's nuance here.
The same thing, like literally every single issue, it's like it's either this extreme or this extreme, and I'm like, you there's no tolerance anymore for just existing where the truth
And
is.
it was
sounds so
not
cliche, but it's
always
like
so.
in that difficult tension in the middle.
Right.
But it's like I think it's easy either way, like whether it's extreme right wing or extreme left wing or whatever the issue, even if it's not left right, it's like it's easy to have your mind in an extreme because you don't have to think, you don't have
Right.
to worry.
Yeah.
Everything is just this. I can just understand everything this way, as opposed to having to go, well, maybe there's lots of shit I don't understand, or maybe the other
Right.
side has some points. Like that's way harder than just being like, all of this is bad.
Right. Yeah, it is. I know this is not a new take for me to basically be like, now I'm black and white about this. I don't want this anymore. I don't want people to have takes. So I'm doing it too, maybe. But I don't know why that one I was just like, there's so much to talk about here. And yet it's going to be really hard for anyone to talk about any of this because it's like they're so far to one side that's make everybody snap back so far to the other side. And I was just like, we have got to stop or move forward. I guess not stop. Like we can't go backwards to back when we would.
Well, I think social media makes it.
Yeah.
I
I feel like the answer
having a take
is it all
and a
about the
click and
clicks?
Yeah. I
Is it
feel
all
like the
about
answer is
the
and
clicks?
the
AI.
eyeballs and the clicks.
I feel like the answer is AI, right?
That's the answer. Yeah.
All right. So black and white takes.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
All right. Anyone? Jeff, do you have one?
I don't believe I do.
That's okay. I have
Doesn't-
one.
Okay.
I I buy a lot of fish tank equipment, as one does when
At
they
Scales
have.
and Tails?
No, get this. I have moved on to Mark's Tropical Fish.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
do you
what
want to
is-
tell them the big news?
What is the big news?
You met Mark.
Oh, I met Mark. Yeah, but
I don't know where Mark's Tropical Fish is.
it's on Magnolia, right? In North Hollywood. Is it on Magnolia, Daniel? It is on Magnolia
it
in
is.
North
It's in
Hollywood. Yeah, and I
Magical
met
Magnolia.
a guy named Mark who is the Mark behind Mark's Tropical Fish, but he sold me, I wanted to buy a Necarious snail, and he sold me a different type of snail, claiming it was Necarious. So I questioned Mark's He's
How does
got
Derek
it all.
feel about this?
He had so
Derek
many of
doesn't
those, he had to
know.
move.
So I'm actually going to go back to Derek for my snail. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, by the
trust-
way, we also, because of Eddie Pepitone, we have this now.
Hello, I'm Fred Guppy. In today's news, in the bowl I live in, more babies.
You keep wanting fish news.
I need fish
so
news.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So anyway, I buy a lot of fish. I bought my fish tank equipment on Amazon primarily, and so I went to return something, got the little drop off confirmation that I returned it, got my refund, and then I got a notice from Amazon. And by the way, please, click through Amazon.com/shop/Alison Rosen. And yet I have an issue with Amazon right now. I got a notice saying that they didn't receive, we gave you the refund, but we haven't received this. If we don't receive it by this time, we're going to charge you for this. And I'm like, well, this is between you and UPS. I returned it. I have an email showing my drop off confirmation. Get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, whoever dropped the ball.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
I just feel like this is not a me problem anymore.
What is a nefarious snail?
That's an evil snail. This is a Necarious.
Nefarious Snail was a character in Harry Potter.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
A Necarious snail. It's like a little oval-looking snail that burrows in the sand. It has like a little snorkel that comes up, and it burrows in the sand, and so it cleans up anything that falls into the sand. And then sometimes it'll surface and like eat things on the surface, but for the most part, it just lives in your sand.
And it's good to have in there because it helps keep things clean.
Part of we call it the cleanup crew. It's a member of the cleanup crew. You want a cleanup crew in your tank.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because you generally don't see it, so you're not getting it just to be like, somewhere under there is a thing that I paid whatever amount of money
Right.
for.
No, you get it.
It's like
'cause
a
it
living
works.
Roomba for your tank.
Do you think that
Roomba.
the fish tank situation like scratches your rabbit itch?
Yeah. I think, yes.
Because it was always so unusual in college that you had a rabbit. It was like, oh, this is my friend Alison. Also, she has a rabbit. Like, it was so, like, I would think about it a lot. And I still think about you having a rabbit in your dorm room. And so now it's like the fish tank is the new, when I see the fish tank thing on Instagram, I'm like, she's at it again. She is at it again. She has got the rabbit turned into something else. But spiritually, you still got a rabbit in your dorm room.
You want to know the weirdest thing?
Yes.
My rabbit was named
100%.
Elliot, and now my son is named Elliot.
I
I
think
like to
that's
keep
great.
that on the DL.
I love
it's just a
that.
name I like.
No, I love it.
Can I ask you a question about your rabbit?
Yeah.
Because I had a manager when I worked at a Walden Books back at a mall a million years ago. He had a pet rabbit, and he said that like his rabbit would wait for him to come home, would be like waiting, like standing on its hind legs and stuff, and also used a litter box.
I could never train my rabbit to use a litter box. I
Okay.
tried. It didn't work out for us.
And did it have any anthropomorphic, adorable behaviors such?
I mean,
Smoked a little cigar.
yeah. It was learning salsa dance. So,
okay.
yeah, and it could
Did
make
it
a mean
knew
omelet.
A few lines from Golden Girls.
Yeah. It loved Golden Girls. Blanche
Yeah.
was its favorite. But I mean, it was a she, I found out. She named Elliot. But she was sweet and cute. And when she was little, she would sit in her food bowl because I think it was more comfortable than the bottom of the cage. But no, she wasn't dog-like in that way.
Okay.
I would say, actually, that the fish tank, if I had gotten into fish tanks back then,
Wait, if you had gotten into a fish tank.
the fish tanks are scratching the itch more than Elliot did. Not my son, but my rabbit. Because with fish tanks, there's no
So the
ceiling.
rabbits were scratching your fish tank.
Yes, I just
before
didn't
you
know.
knew you had one.
Yeah,
I also really like the idea that sitting in your food bowl could be anthropomorphic. Like, I would love to have a friend who we would go to a buffet and they would make themselves a nice plate and then they would put it on their chair and then just sit down on it and not eat at all, but just sit there on their plate. And then you would eat. And then when you were done, you just stand up.
They
and
don't
leave,
say
and
what
they
you
would
have to
take
do with the
their-
food.
Take their food and like put it in the bus tub
Yeah.
after sitting on it, and that would be that. And that was I would love if that was the rabbit being anthropomorphic.
Or
That would be incredible.
I would love that Allison goes with friends to a buffet and sees somebody doing that. It's like, oh my God, I had a rabbit that used to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
He thinks he's people.
What segment are we doing?
Go fuck
No,
yourself.
we've been
Oh,
here for
yes.
4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
That's
Something
right.
happened to us.
I know.
There's a carbon monoxide leak.
Did anyone else have
Time for the
hey, go fuck
instructors to
yourself.
do solos.
All right. And lastly, Podcast Pals product picks.
Podcast Pals product picks.
We already had Wendy's movie picks. Did you have anything else, though?
I did pick, so somebody else should take this
Okay.
space.
I have a.
I'm making space for men.
Finally.
Finally, men have a moment.
Wow.
Enjoy your moment, boys. But it shan't come round again.
You can buy like chip clips, or like if you want to get really fancy, you can get like a resealer device for
Yes,
your
I've
chips
seen this.
or your and all of this. And I would like to say all of that is bunk. Spend $6, get 50. For $6, you can get 50 clothespins.
Whoa.
Just use clothespins,
Made of
guys.
wood, so they're
Didn't see that.
Yeah.
Or
I thought you were going to say binder.
for
clip.
$7, you could get the kind that are already different colors. But for $6, if you have kids, you could have your kids decorate them if you like, and they could put like
Googly
chips
eyes.
or like googly eyes or write messages on them. They just work better, and if you lose them, you're like, I got 50 of them for $6. That's my
That
product.
you.
just sits in the backyard, mumbling and touching the clothespins.
What I envision when I think
Decorating
of
his clothespins.
cheap clothespins, I think of opening it up and then the two pieces flying apart into
That
the air.
does happen.
How often?
does.
What's the ratio?
Oh, the amount Jeff's touching them every day. He goes through a pack a day.
But
Pack
you
a
get
day
50 of them for
clothespins that he
$6.
fondles in the backyard in his rocking chair, eating his little chili crunch and touching his clothespins. It's a fucking nightmare in my house. I'm just so glad to be here. I'm so glad to get out, even just for a minute.
Can't wait to get home. I got a whole new shipment of
I
clothespins
have to go
coming
to
in.
work.
How frequently are you receiving them?
I have
Which?
to be honest. I haven't even seen these clothespins. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I've not seen a shipment
Well, we've
of
run low.
clothespin
We have run low on
arrive in our
clothespins.
house. So no.
You can also get you can spend a little more money and get the metal kind.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of those. If you want to know, like,
Do you have a
where
special clip drawer? Where are you keeping
I
them
put
all?
him. We have a drawer that has the parchment paper, press and seal, foil, and a little bowl with the clips in it.
You familiar with this
I'm
drawer?
not allowed to look in them. Those are just special clothespins. They each have a name.
Thank you. Clothespins, guys. Anyone else? No. All right. Boy, I cannot thank everyone enough for joining us on this show. Thank you very much. Wendy, where might we find you?
Well, Allison, God, am I anywhere now?
Bob's Burgers.
Oh, yeah. You can watch Bob's Burgers, which is a lot of fun. And I don't really have any social media anymore. I gave it up. And I'm happier and
Yeah.
so well adjusted, as you can tell from this whole podcast. I'm just a very balanced person, and everything's going good.
Well, wonderful. Jeff?
There's the podcast that I do with Brooke Dillman, who's also been a guest on this show. We haven't done a new episode in a while, but I think we're recording a new one this
The
week.
rage
so
must be building up.
It is, yeah. It's called 9 Chickweed Rage. So you can find us online at 9 Chickweed Rage on both Instagram and Blue Sky, although we don't post that much. And I'm still on Blue Sky. I'm not really on anything else that I
Oh,
go
yeah,
on.
I'm on Blue Sky. I forgot about that.
I never open it up, but I'm there too.
I know. It's the
I know.
same.
I forget
always
I'm
forget.
on
Who?
Yeah, I
Daniel,
forget it
are you
exists.
there very often?
Never.
Who
I
was
have an
it?
account.
I had someone on who was like, I'm on Mast. Was it Dave Huntsberger who was on
Yeah, he's on
Mastodon?
Oh, yeah,
Mastodon.
he's always on like the most obscure.
Yes. I can't believe
Form of
Mastodon is
technology.
still going.
I didn't even know it still
I'm
existed.
not sure it is. I think he just has his own.
Just, yeah.
He started his own server, and it's just him and
It's him
his
and
wife.
a bunch of different versions of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of devices lined
Finally
up on
found
the table.
people who agree with me. Okay, great. And Daniel
No, I got it.
and Tony.
Come see my new haircut that looks the same as it usually does, just a little shorter. If you're in LA at Zebulon, March 20th, I'll be playing with Don't Stop or We'll Die. We're playing with our friends, the Sloppy Boys. So yeah, come out to that.
And reminder, get our news episode, patreon.com/Alison Rosen. Thanks for being on the show, everyone. Listeners, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen Show? We had a good time, but now we gotta go. Yeah, Alison Rosen is your new best friend.